For a teacher who's never used the practice of statistics or is using a different textbook right now, I'd really encourage them to take a look at the 7th edition of the practice of statistics. We sometimes hear that students don't like to read textbooks. And one of the things that we've worked really hard on over the years is providing students with a textbook that they can read. One of the things we know about students is that they don't love to read long stretches of text. They like it short and sweet, digestible, friendly, but not long. If you can say it in 2 sentences, don't say it in 5 sentences and make the kids have to labor through that. So what we've tried to do is make the book approachable for students, easy to use. So if a student needs to look back at an example when they're doing their homework in the exercises, they know exactly where to look. We also want to make it clear that the solutions in the back of the book for the students are written in a way that looks like what they should produce on your class tests or the AP exam. A lot of other books, when we look at their example formats, it looks like the student work and the voice of the author or the teacher are all jumbled together. And that doesn't help the kids know what they're supposed to do. So one of the things we've tried to do in our book is to make it clear to the students exactly what they're meant to write. And if we have anything to say as the author or as their teacher whispering in their ear, it's in a separate little box over on the side. It's a feature that we've been using for a long time, and our students have told us that it really helps them to see that separated out, to know that's not something they're supposed to say. That's just a reminder to them, like a little whispering voice. Don't forget to put your notation in order or something of that sort. I think the other big thing for us in this 7th edition is that we wanted the students to easily be able to go from the learning targets that they're supposed to master into the appropriate part of the section to find any information that they need, vocabulary. So there's a nice definition box there that they can go to and easily get the vocabulary term. If they need to find a formula, there's a clear formula box. And we even have a formula sheet reference for the AP exam. So we've tried to make it so that students who are using the book, whether they read all the words or don't read all the words, they still have ways to find what they need. And we found in some of our competitor books that there's such a focus on writing lots of words that the students might get lost in where the big ideas are. So we really wanted to keep it short chunks of narrative, followed by the important information, maybe another short chunk of narrative, followed by the example, which connects to the learning target and flows then into the exercises that they're supposed to do. For those of you who haven't used the practice of statistics before, we'd love you to take a look at the way we've structured the book to try to be friendly to students. We'd also love you to take a look at our teacher support material. The Wraparound Teachers Edition is something that I've not seen anybody else do anything like, and we've been doing it for a long time. So the people who've worked on that over time have really perfected the art of writing the teacher support. I would also say that the digital platform, Achieve, is really going to be something powerful for many teachers out there, whether it's just for the ebook or whether it's for online homework that has instant feedback. I think we've all learned since the pandemic that kids really benefit from instant feedback, and we can't all give it to them. We don't have time if we have 35 or 40 students in our class or multiple sections of AP Stats. We don't have the time to give them the feedback that they all need. And so having these resources like online homework or being able to go into the digital platform as a student using the ebook and click directly on a student-facing tutorial video, another teacher talking about how to do a type of problem, that's just another voice to hear to support what you're doing in the classroom. We'd love you to look at that whole rich collection of resources, all the way down to the test and quiz items that are written by people who've been involved in the AP exam grading for a long time. So if you haven't used our book before, we'd love you to give us a serious look. We'd love you to talk to people who have used our book to get their feedback on why they have used the book for often multiple editions. Talk to us, reach out to Josh or to me and ask your direct questions. If you've used another book and you want to ask us how our book's similar or different, we'd be glad to answer that.